I can't believe Jenny told you all that about me. She was always so embarrassed.
Not embarrassed.
Ashamed.
Not ashamed. Disappointed.
Stephen Soderbergh's The Limey is a super fascinating film because it's really a director refinding his artistic voice. The story of The Limey follows Terrence Stamp's character as he comes to Los Angeles searching for retribution after the death of his daughter. Stephen Soderbergh actually shot it as a fairly straightforward revenge picture, but when he edited that story together, he found it did not work at all. So he returned to the drawing board and made it a much more dreamlike and unusual film. The final version of The Limey is this emotional puzzle. It's a very contemplative film. A lot of it is about characters thinking. Soderbergh said he wanted to show that you could actually film someone thinking. And you see all these moments out of time from the past, present, and future mixed together in a way that shouldn't make sense, but because there's an emotional through line, you completely understand it as an audience. One of the big coups of The Limey was Stephen Soderbergh was allowed to use clips of Ken Loach's film Poor Cow, which Terrence Stamp appears in as a young man. He uses these old film clips to illustrate the past of Terrence Stamp's character, and it actually works amazingly. Ken Loach was really delighted by the idea, and he was happy with the final film. So it's so interesting to see this movie from the 1960s suddenly in conversation with new footage and making perfect sense.
He's not James Bond, you know. This is some pathetic sad sack wandering around here. I mean, what's England anyway? Some rinky-dink country half the size of Wyoming where the cops don't even carry guns?
An interesting thing about Peter Fonda in the film is Stephen Soderbergh actually had to be convinced by screenwriter Lem Dobbs that he was the right choice. He considered Peter Fonda to be this stoic actor, but he said upon meeting him, he realized he was much more of kind of a chill, casual hippie, and he actually ended up including a lot of Peter Fonda's real stories in the film. The story about hitting a deer, the way he picks his teeth, all of that is actually pure Fonda, and they were willing to kind of change the character to who he was. In spite of all these artistic feelings and choices, I think that just about anyone will like The Limey. It is an exciting action movie, it is wonderful performances, and it is just one of the best revenge movies there is.
Man, you gotta be careful, you know, you gotta keep your eyes on the ball. 2 o'clock in the morning, it's dark, your mind's a little agitated, you're driving a little too fast. Those curves don't kid around.